Naxos is said to be the most underrated Greek island. Let's see if that's true. I've got a list of 7 legendary locations, and we're ranking them to find the absolute best. This is more than a travel vlog. It's an adventure, and you're coming with me. Stick around to the end to see which hidden gem is my personal favorite. Let's dive into this epic Greek island adventure. First up, Agios Prokopios Beach, a place that's often whispered about in travel circles as a must-see destination. If you've ever dreamed of the perfect Greek beach, this is probably what you pictured. People call this one of Europe's best beaches, and it's easy to see why. The moment you arrive, you're greeted by a long stretch of coastline that seems to go on forever, dotted with sunbathers and swimmers. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. The sand here is unreal, super fine, golden and soft underfoot. It almost feels like walking on warm velvet, and it's perfect for building sandcastles or just sinking your toes in and relaxing. The water, it's 100 shades of turquoise, so clear you can see every rock and fish. Seriously, it's like looking through glass. The clarity is almost surreal, making it a snorkeler's paradise. It's like a giant, natural swimming pool, calm, inviting, and impossibly blue. You can swim out quite far and still see the sandy bottom beneath you. Even waist deep, you can see your toes perfectly. The water is so transparent, it almost feels like you're floating in mid-air. The vibe is pure relaxation. Families, couples, and friends just soaking up the sun. There's a gentle buzz of conversation, laughter, and the occasional splash, but nothing ever feels rushed or crowded. No wild parties, just chill energy everywhere. It's the kind of place where you can lose track of time, reading a book or just watching the waves roll in. I could honestly spend a week here and not get bored. Every day would feel like a new adventure, whether you're swimming, sunbathing, or just people watching. The water is perfect, refreshing, not too cold, not too warm. It's the ideal temperature for a long swim or just floating on your back, letting the gentle waves carry you. Floating here, looking back at the golden sand and the hills, it's exactly what you picture when you dream of a Greek island. The scenery is breathtaking, with the sun glinting off the water and the hills framing the beach. The beach is protected from strong winds, so the water is calm and glassy. It's almost like being in a giant open-air spa, with nature providing the soundtrack. There's so much space, it never feels crowded. Even on busy days, you can always find a quiet corner to call your own. You can find your own private spot or rent a sunbed, best of both worlds. Whether you want shade or sun, solitude or company, it's all here. Agios Prokopios is already a strong contender for the top spot. The combination of natural beauty and laid-back atmosphere is hard to beat. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. It's the kind of place you'll want to come back to again and again. The sand, the water, the vibe, everything is on point. It's a beach lover's dream come true, and it sets a high standard for the rest of the island. This sets the bar high for the rest of our Naxos adventure. If this is just the beginning, I can't wait to see what's next. Can anything top this? Let's find out together as we keep exploring the hidden gems and stunning beaches of Naxos. On to the next location. The adventure continues. After soaking up the sun and sea at the beach, we're heading off in search of something truly extraordinary. A piece of ancient history known as the Portara, or the Great Door. This isn't just any old ruin, it's a colossal marble gateway that has stood the test of time for over 2 millennia. The Portara rises dramatically from a tiny islet, standing alone and proud, yet forever linked to Naxos town by a narrow stone causeway. It's almost as if it's guarding the entrance to another world. As you walk along the causeway, the wind whips around you, carrying the scent of salt and the distant sound of waves. With every step, the ancient marble structure grows larger, looming ahead like a silent sentinel. The Portara is all that remains of a grand temple dedicated to Apollo, begun around 530 BC but never completed. Its marble blocks are weathered by centuries, yet still gleam under the sun, telling stories of gods, legends, and lost civilizations. For thousands of years, this gate has watched the sun set over the Aegean, its silhouette a timeless witness to the passage of days and the gathering of people from every corner of the globe. As the sun dips lower, It aligns perfectly within the marble frame, turning the sky into a canvas of brilliant oranges, pinks, and purples. It's a natural spectacle that feels almost magical, as if the ancient builders planned it this way. People from all walks of life gather here, sitting quietly on the rocks, sharing this breathtaking moment in peaceful silence. There's a sense of unity, as if everyone is connected by the beauty and history surrounding them. From this vantage point, the sweeping views of Naxos town and the rugged coastline stretch out before you, offering a perspective that's both humbling and inspiring. Standing at the foot of the Portara, you can't help but feel a deep connection, not just to the ancient world, but to everyone who's ever stood here, marveling at the same view, lost in thought. The Portara isn't just a relic of the past, it's the beating heart and soul of Naxos, a symbol of endurance, mystery, and beauty that continues to inspire awe. Experiencing this sunset at the Portara is a core memory moment, one of those rare experiences that stays with you forever. Honestly, it's going to be tough to top this. Today, we're leaving the coast behind and heading deep into the mountains of Naxos, searching for a place that feels almost mythical, Aperanthos, the legendary marble village. The anticipation builds as we climb higher, the landscape changing with every turn. The drive itself is an adventure. Wild hairpin turns snake along the cliffs, and every window frames a new, jaw-dropping view of the valleys below. It's the kind of road that makes you want to stop every few minutes just to take it all in. As soon as you step into Aperanthos, it's like stepping into another era. The air is cooler, the streets are hushed, and everywhere you look there's marble, under your feet, in the walls, even the benches. It's a village carved from stone and time. The alleys twist and turn, forming a maze of smooth marble paths. Archways overhead are draped with flowers, and every corner seems to hide a secret, an old doorway, a splash of color, a story waiting to be discovered. We wander without a map, letting curiosity guide us. There's a sense of freedom in getting lost here, where every path leads to something beautiful and unexpected. Around each bend, we stumble upon cozy courtyards, inviting tavernas with the smell of home-cooked food, and sleepy cats stretched out on sun-warmed marble steps. Life here moves at its own gentle pace. This isn't just a show for visitors. Aperanthos is alive. Locals greet each other in the streets, and you can feel the weight of centuries in every weathered stone. The village breathes history and tradition. We find a small cafe with a balcony perched over the valley. Sipping coffee here with the mountains stretching out before you is an experience you'll never forget. The view is simply breathtaking. The architecture is a fascinating blend. Venetian stone towers stand beside classic Cycladic houses, their whitewashed walls glowing in the sunlight. Every building tells a story of the village's rich and layered past. For such a small place, Aperanthos is bursting with culture. There are museums tucked into old buildings, each one offering a glimpse into the art, history, and traditions that make this village unique. Aperanthos is a true hidden gem, untouched, authentic, and overflowing with soul. It's a place where you can slow down, connect with the past, and experience the real heart of Naxos. With its stunning scenery, rich culture, and timeless charm, Aperanthos is easily a top contender for the best spot on the entire island of Naxos. Time for the big one, climbing Mount Zas, the highest point in the Cyclades. Legend says Zeus himself was raised in a cave here. The hike starts easy through olive groves, then gets rocky and steep. Halfway up, we reach Zas Cave, dark, cool, and full of myth. The final push is tough, but the promise of the view keeps us going. At the summit, we're rewarded with a 360-degree panorama, Naxos, the Aegean, and neighboring islands. You see everywhere we've been, beaches, towns, valleys. It puts the whole island into perspective. Up here, it's just us, the wind, and the world at our feet. It's peaceful, awe-inspiring, and makes you feel small in the best way. Climbing Mount Zas is an experience that touches your soul. This might just be the winner. After Mount Zas, we needed something chill, so we're in Egoras Valley. It's lush, green and instantly calming, with olive and citrus groves everywhere. We ditch the car and walk under ancient olive trees, past vineyards and orchards. The sound of running water and cicadas fills the air. We visit an old olive press museum and taste fresh local oil. Amazing. The valley is pure peace. Hardly anyone around, just nature and quiet. It's a secret corner of Naxos most tourists miss. Clearest shows a different side of the island. Simple, timeless countryside beauty. It's a place to slow down, breathe, and appreciate the natural world. Back on the history trail, next stop, the Temple of Demeter. This 6th century BC temple sits in the middle of farmland, surrounded by rolling hills. It's made almost entirely of Naxian marble and beautifully restored. You can walk through the columns and foundations, imagining its ancient glory. The small museum next door is a must. See original carvings and learn the temple's story. The setting is peaceful, with only the wind and birds for company. Looking out, you see fields and hills that haven't changed in centuries. The spot feels sacred, perfect for a temple to the goddess of the earth. The Temple of Demeter is a journey back in time and a must for history lovers. For our final spot, I wanted something truly off the beaten path. Aliko cedar forest and its hidden beaches. This protected reserve feels wild and untouched, with the scent of cedar and juniper in the air. The forest is a unique coastal ecosystem, with twisted trees growing right to the sand. Tucked between rocky coves are secluded beaches with crystal clear turquoise water. We found a cove and had the whole beach to ourselves. Private paradise. The landscape is dramatic. Cedar trees, white sand, blue water, and wild rock formations. There's even an abandoned hotel covered in graffiti, now an open-air art gallery. It's a surreal mix of nature and urban art. We spent hours exploring coves and forest paths. Each beach has its own charm. Aliko is the ultimate escape, adventure, beauty, and peace all in one. This is my personal favorite hidden gem on Naxos. That's a wrap on our search for Naxos's 7 most breathtaking spots. From world-class beaches to ancient temples and secret forests, this island blew my mind. Naxos is the ultimate mix of adventure, history, and natural beauty. Each spot was epic, but Aliko's wild beauty and sense of discovery put it over the top for me. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this adventure, like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you on the next trip.